The one relationship mistake that destroyed the wisest king. If you stay to the end of this video, you'll see how a small compromise can end up being a major downfall. Have you ever wondered how someone with every possible advantage, wisdom, wealth, and power, could still manage to lose it all? This is the true story of King Solomon, a man blessed with wisdom directly from God, yet his heart was led astray by the very women he loved. His personal life became a catastrophe that tore his nation apart, serving as a timeless warning about one foundational mistake. The golden age of a God-given King Solomon's story should have been a fairy tale. Early in his reign, when God offered him anything he wanted, he didn't ask for riches or a long life, he asked for wisdom. God was so pleased that he gave Solomon not only unparalleled wisdom, but also the wealth and honor he didn't ask for. Under his rule, Israel hit its absolute peak. Wealth poured into Jerusalem. The kingdom was at peace, and he built the legendary First Temple, a breathtaking home for God on earth. From the outside, everything looked perfect, the seeds of compromise. Long before Solomon was born, God had given a clear rule for Israel's kings. He must not take many wives for himself, lest his heart go astray. Solomon, the wisest man alive, ignored it completely. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines. These were political moves, sealing treaties with foreign nations. But with every new wife came her culture and, more importantly, her gods. Solomon thought his wisdom could manage the risk, but the scripture says he clung to these in love, opening the door for his own downfall. The open downfall. A small compromise rarely stays small. The Bible puts it bluntly. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods. To please his foreign wives, he started by just accommodating their religions, but that accommodation soon turned into active participation. The very man who built the magnificent temple for the one true God began building pagan altars on the hills around Jerusalem for gods like Ashtoreth and Chemosh. He had been personally warned by God not to do this, but he wouldn't listen. A kingdom fractured. That level of betrayal couldn't go unanswered. God grew angry and delivered a heartbreaking judgment. I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you. The fracture of his kingdom was a direct result of the fracture in his own heart. The golden age was officially over. The peace that had defined his reign started to crumble as God raised up enemies against him. The kingdom that looked so powerful was rotting from the inside. The reflection of a broken king. Many scholars believe we have Solomon's personal journal of this experience, the book of Ecclesiastes. It opens with a weary sigh. Meaningless, meaningless, utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. He recounts his search for purpose in wisdom, pleasure, and wealth, but his conclusion was that it was all like chasing after the wind. He had everything the world calls success, and his final verdict was that it was all empty without the one who gave it. The story of Solomon is the ultimate paradox. He was the wisest of fools. His catastrophic mistake wasn't just his marriages. It was the slow burn of pride and the belief that his own intelligence was a substitute for simple obedience. His life is a chilling reminder that a slow drift from God is just as fatal as a head-on rebellion. In the end, after a life spent chasing the wind, the wisest king offers his final piece of advice. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. What lesson from Solomon's life stands out to you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if this story gave you something to think about, please like this video and subscribe for more.